Assalamu alaikum. Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. It has been a really long time since we uploaded a video on here. Well, it's been a month since our last video, but still it feels like a really long time.
Really long time.
We're so excited to be back in 2023. We have a lot of new ideas for new videos.
First of all, Happy New Year.
Yeah, that's true. So, this video is going to be about top tips to stay safe in the Maldives.
Very important.
In general, the Maldives is a very safe country to travel to. There's a low crime rate, there's no natural disasters. However, it's important to bear in mind these safety tips and take precautions to stay safe during a holiday.
Exactly.
So let's dive into the video.
The first point, be aware of local laws and customs.
Most people travel to the Maldives without knowing that it is an Islamic country, and there are strict laws regarding alcohol, pork, PDA, dressing appropriately. In order to have a safe and enjoyable trip, we recommend that you read up on the local laws in the Maldives, especially if you're traveling to a local island. This does not really apply in a resort, because in resorts you can buy alcohol, you can eat pork, you can dress however you like. Also, another thing related to this point is to be extra respectful if you're visiting the Maldives during the month of Ramadan. So this year in 2023, Ramadan is in March, it starts in March. So
March to April.
March to April. So this is a month of fasting, praying. It's a religious and holy month that Maldivians participate in. As tourists, it's good to be very respectful of this and bear this in mind if you're traveling during the holy month of Ramadan.
Tip number 2, always be cautious when you go for swimming and snorkeling.
You don't want to go into the sea when there is a strong current, when the weather is not so good, when it's choppy, there are lots of waves. It's best not to go in. So there's that aspect. And then there's also the marine life aspect. You want to stay away from certain marine life. We just created a video on this last month, so we'll put the link here. It's common sense, really. You just stay away from any danger.
Like if you're going out to snorkeling, always go with a partner. And if there's a strong current, get advice from the dive centers to be on the safe side.
So moving on to the next point.
Be very careful with the sun exposure.
The sun is very strong in the Maldives, so in order to avoid any severe burns, just really be safe with your skin, apply sunscreen, stay in the shade if you need to. We've seen people with really bad burns in the Maldives. No, I get burnt, but I don't have like the really
There was
bad...
one time you got really burnt, I remember.
Okay, yes, I regretted it. So be careful with your skin. It literally takes 10 minutes in the sun to get burnt in the Maldives, so yeah, just be aware of that.
Be mindful of your belongings. Always keep it safe.
Crime rate is very low, especially in resorts, but there have been cases of theft, so keep your valuables safe. Use the safe inside the room if there's something that you really want to keep safe.
Don't attempt to bring drugs into the country.
Yeah, drugs and alcohol, they will immediately get confiscated. There are, again, strict laws regarding these. The Maldives has very strict drug laws and penalties for possession.
The next point, you should know the nearest hospital.
The Maldives has 1,190 islands, right? So not all those islands have proper medical facilities or hospitals. Only the big local islands will have a hospital. It's just good to be prepared and know where the nearest hospital is, because there are so many islands, and if there is a medical accident or emergency and you need to get to the hospital as soon as possible, it's good to know where to go and where you can get treatment. And this leads us on to the point of how important it is to have travel insurance when you're traveling to the Maldives or traveling in general. So now we want to talk about our sponsor for this video, which is
SafetyWing.
So SafetyWing is a medical and travel insurance company that offers coverage on medical and travel related issues, right? So things like if you have an accident, if you have an injury or illness, they will cover the medical expenses. And on the travel related side, if it's anything related to travel delays, which happen a lot in the Maldives, seaplane delays, boat delays, speedboat
because
delays,
of the weather and
because of the weather.
Yeah.
Sometimes you miss the last seaplane to go to the resort and you have to stay a night in Male. So SafetyWing would cover that, for instance. The best part is that it's only
$42.
for 4 weeks.
So good.
Very affordable. For a whole month of traveling, you only have to pay $42 for all of this coverage, which is really amazing. You can purchase travel insurance even when you're traveling abroad, and you can cancel at any time. So it's super easy, super flexible, and it's great for travelers. So you can click on the link in our description to check them out. All right, thank you. Let's get back to the video. Don't draw attention to yourself. I mean, that's common sense. You don't want to be showing off all your like lavish jewelry and expensive watches and stuff. That's probably absolutely fine in the resorts, but on local islands, just it's best not to draw attention to yourself and be a little more modest and humble. Make copies of important documents. Let's say you lose your passport. Well, there are no embassies in the Maldives, so it's gonna be really hard for you. Honestly, I actually don't even know what would happen if you lose your passport in the Maldives.
So there's always like tourism ministry. To
Yeah, and there are high commissions and consulates there to help. So it wouldn't be the end of the world, but if you have a copy of your passport, then it would make life a lot easier. So do bring copies of important documents. Just keep your friends and family updated on your itinerary, what you're doing. If you're going island hopping, it's good to let someone else know where you are.
Also, be aware of your surroundings.
Let's say you're doing a day trip to Male. Male is obviously very different to local islands. There's a lot more going on. There's a lot more people. It's very congested.
It's the main city.
Yeah, just be aware of what's going on around you. There's a lot of people. So yeah, just be aware of your surroundings.
Once again, keep your belongings safe.
Yeah, that's it for this video. In general, Maldives is a very safe place to visit. You don't need to worry, but by following all these tips, you can ensure that you're going to have an amazing Maldives holiday, stress-free, and you can enjoy it to the max.
We hope you enjoyed this video and this video was helpful for you.
Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next video.
In the next video.
Bye.
Bye.